Blackstone just came out with their new Lowe's exclusive 36-inch culinary griddle, and we're going to review it. So this review is going to be broken down into 3 parts. Part 1, how is this griddle different than other Blackstone griddles? Part 2, what I like and what I don't like about this particular griddle. And then part 3, should you buy this griddle? And you're going to want to see what I have to say in part 3 because I think it will shock you. Full disclaimer, Blackstone Products did give me this griddle for review, but they are seeing this video at the same time you are. And my opinions are my own, good and bad. So let's jump right into this review. Part 1, how is this griddle different? And we have to talk about the digital screen. Oh my gosh, first of its kind, and I love it. It is great. There's a lot of stuff into this digital screen that I've been wanting for a long time, especially around the propane tank percentage. No more buying valves to read how much propane you have left. I know all of us have experienced it where we run out of propane right during a cook, right before a cook, because we don't have multiple bottles and we have to go and get it filled. Well, now we have it on the digital display and you can read it, and I can't rant and rave about it enough. I am so happy to have this now. Then we have to talk about the individual zones and seeing the heat settings. I get it all the time in my videos of like, what's your temperature at? What's your temperature at? What's your temperature at? I don't know if I said it enough. What's your temperature at? Well, now you can see individual heat zones on your digital display. And if you want the left and the right zone, a maximum heat, you can do that and see that you're at maximum heat. And for your sides, you want to keep it at a low temperature, you put it on low. I know seeing the digital temperature just helps so much, and I'm so glad it is added in here. We also have a timer that you can set right on the digital gauge, and we have a built-in clock. There is so much stuff wrapped into this digital display that I absolutely think is amazing, and I am so glad that it is added into this griddle, and it should be added into every griddle going forward. Also in the digital display, you have your warming drawer temperature, and it tells you if it's at 90 or 100 or 70. It's amazing that it has that readout, and we'll get more into the review on that later. Let's talk about what I like about this griddle. There is a lot of things to go over, so let's go down the list and then we'll get to the things that I don't like. But first, let's start with the positive. 1, the warming drawer is amazing. I love it. I didn't know I needed it, and I did needed it. I just cooked smash burgers on this thing the other day, and I cooked fries right on the griddle. And then I took the fries and I put it right in the warming drawer, and it kept them nice and heated, and I could read it on my digital thermometer. The warming drawer is flat out a necessity. I love it. The digital display, we've already talked about it in the first part of the review, but I have to include it in the like section because I do like it. I'm glad it's in there. I'm glad. I love how I can read the propane tank, how I have my clock, how I have my timer, how I have my warming drawer, how I have my individual zones. I love it. Now, it's just the little things, but I love the auto electric ignition. So no more push button to start the whole thing. It works really well. Just a click and start, click and start. The garbage can drawer is perfect for me because I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I make a mess when I cook and I don't throw everything away. Now I have it built in so I can pull out the drawer, I can throw everything in there, and the wife doesn't get on my case for making a mess. It's nice. It helps me. You know what? Happy wife, happy life. I love it. The extra drawer for my accessories, because if you're like me, you have a ton of Blackstone accessories. And now I have a place to put them where they're not scattered throughout my kitchen in the house. I have them all in my drawer. I can pull out, put them all in there, keep them all organized, and it's extremely nice. The extended table, which I love because it gives me more room and functionality. So when I have a plate of food, I can set it there, or condiments or oil or whatever I need. That extended room helps me keep everything organized. And I'd be missed to say, but the omnivore plate and the wind guards are just essential. I love this upgraded omnivore plate. Keeps everything easily heated, evenly heated as well, easily to season. Be on the lookout for the seasoning video coming soon. And then the wind guards, you know, if we're breaking this thing out early, you know, it is now May, we're getting into griddle season, but winds could pick up, and I love how it keeps the cold air out and the warm air in. So those are really a lot of the things I really like about this griddle. Now, we have to talk about what I didn't like. Not everything is perfect, you know what? And we understand that as consumers, it's not always going to be perfect. But let's talk about what I didn't like. One of the main things that drove me crazy, and it could just be a me thing, but the sliding drawer closing the propane tank is kind of hard to close and clunky. It's like clang, clang, clang. So it does move along the track, but it's just very clunky. It could be my model. I'm not sure. I've reached out to Blackstone for them to take a look at it, but it is very clunky. The hanging hooks, for me, this is not needed. I don't know who uses these hooks, like, especially if you have pets. Like, I'm not hanging accessories on these hooks. So, I don't know. Put a comment down below. Let me know, are you using these hooks? Because I'm not using these hooks in any way. I don't think they're needed. I don't know who's hanging, like, accessories on these throughout the year. Like, if you have dogs, cats, or anybody, any pets, or think about it, why are you hanging, like, your spatulas and everything else outside when you're not cooking? So do you bring them inside? Let's see, assembly. Okay, this could be a me thing. Totally understand that, because I am the worst at putting things together. And this thing took me about 90 minutes to put together, and I had to have a buddy help me. I would like a shorter time to put the griddle together because I'm excited. It gets delivered to my house. I got this big griddle. I want to put it together, but it's about 90 minutes, and you got to do it with a friend. If I was doing this thing alone, this would take 2.5 hours. Now, I understand this could be a puffin thing. This cannot be other people. There's other people better at putting things together. Trust me, I've looked at hiring people on Angie's List because I am the worst at putting things together. But it took about me and my buddy about an hour and a half. And then, hey, a little asterisk on this review, but I was having issues with my digital display on zone 2. It's not reading the, it's not consistently reading the temperature. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It always stays lit, but I've checked everything and I'm not seeing, sometimes it's registering on zone 2. I've reached out to Blackstone. They're going to correct the issue for me, which I appreciate. Part 3, should you buy it? Should you spend your hard-earned money on a new griddle? Or if you're getting a new griddle, what should you do? Well, there's a lot of value here, right? We talked about it. We got a lot of things. We got the warming drawer, which is amazing. The tucked away propane tank. We got the digital display. We got the extra cabinet space. We got the garbage can drawer. We got the tucked away propane. We got a lot going on here, which is great. There's a lot of value packed into this griddle. But let me ask you this question. So should you buy it? Yes and no. And I know that's riding the fence, but I want to give you what I mean. I have 7 kids. I cook all the time. I need space for bigger meals. There's going to be 7 kids, 2 adults. I got my mother-in-law, so 3 adults. So then we're looking at 10 people that I'm feeding on a regular. I need the space. Now, if you have a smaller family, maybe it's your wife and your kids, so you only have 4 people to feed, I don't think you need a 36-inch griddle. I think you need a 28-inch griddle. So check my description below. I'll leave a link where you can pick up a 28-inch griddle. I don't think you need a 36-inch griddle. But if you are somebody with a bigger family, if you are somebody who hosts all the holidays, maybe you're the Easter house, the Christmas house, the Thanksgiving house, maybe all your neighbors come to you because you're that party house, or you're the neighbor with the great backyard and you're hosting a lot of dinners and lunch and barbecues in the summer, then yeah, that's for you. But if you're a smaller family, tight-knit family, you're limited on space and you just don't need a big giant griddle, this one's not for you. You should pass and you should pick up a 28-inch griddle. So that's why I say yes and no. Depends on what your needs are and what your family is set up as, what you're going to need it for. And hey guys, if you want to keep watching more content from me and you have 8 more minutes, I would highly recommend you check out this review I did on the Blackstone smoker. I think you'll love it. And as always, if you have time, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks.